afternoon. It is about, I don't know, 1:15 on Monday. Anybody watching? How you doing? How you been? How was your Easter? Hope everybody had a lovely time. Maybe you went to see family. Maybe you did a bunch of crap for the kids. I'm so glad I'm out of that phase. I never really had to do it for Monkey because Monkey usually went to his dad's and they did a whole Easter thing. So I just went and got like a little basket. Well, they had the same basket every year, but like I would just fill up a basket for him. I never had to worry about doing egg hunts and shit with Monkey. Thank God. I was so over that crap. I used to do it for Boo Boo when he was little, but I'm also the only family Boo Boo has, so where am I here? Just counting out my change for a coffee. There's $2.35. There we go. Oh, we have the exact amount of change in the wallet today. Perfect. Oh my God, it is nice. Open your windows, Jen. It is a beautiful, it says 26 degrees Celsius today. I don't think it's quite that, well, it might be. There's a breeze today, which, I mean, and of course there's no humidity, so it is lovely out today. I should be doing outdoor stuff, but I'm not. Everything's wet. It was raining, I guess, at one point. Everything's wet, so there's no point in doing anything out here. I am currently editing a video, a movie reaction that I did way back. that I could never get around the block. We're going to try again. We're starting from scratch. Because the other movie that I had been working on for a few weeks now also got a global block and I can't get around it. So we're just pivoting. Whatever. It's fine. So I'm kind of doing that today, and I was just dusting the house a little bit and just doing a little tidy up. I had actually on Saturday, I know I vlogged Saturday. Are you coming this way? Yeah, you are. I vlogged on Saturday, and I did end up going to pick up Big Daddy. Saturday was just a crazy friggin' day. I had gotten up Saturday morning kind of resigned to the fact that he wasn't coming, right? Because the original plan was for me to go pick him up Friday, right? Kind of make it a little bit more worth the drive kind of deal, right? Definitely the actual weekend. But he had things that he had to do. You know, for the house, and he had to go, I guess, pay his accountant for his taxes. I do not know an accountant that works on Saturdays, but okay, I mean, good for him, I guess. And that was a couple of towns over from where he's at, and then he had problems with the storage people, but he ended up getting everything sorted, and he got his taxes paid for and whatever, so he called me. I think I was at the grocery store. No, I had just finished. I got some parcels delivered, some more organization stuff. And I had just finished reorganizing my pantry and my cupboard when he called and said, oh, you know, I'm all done everything. You can come get me whenever you want. I was like, okay. You betcha. So I jumped in the car and I drove over and I picked him up, and I had to run in to his place real quick because by the time I got there, man, I had to pee so bad. Oh my God. Listen, I have the bladder of a 2-year-old, okay? And I was doing everything I could to get my pantries and stuff all organized, and then it was like, come get me. And I was like, okay. So I had just finished, and I just kind of yelled up to everybody, I'm gonna go get Big Daddy, and I left, and about halfway there I regretted my decision. Jumped back in my car and did the drive back. That was like 2 hours in the car. Like I am not a fan of long distance driving at all. And to me, I'm sorry, anything over an hour is long distance. Come on, bud. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. And he's, you know, can be a bit of a backseat driver. I hate it. Which, I mean, okay. I mean, at one point, yes, I was doing about 123 kilometers down the road. But I mean, it's country road. It's fine, right? Like, there's absolutely nothing around. And we were quite literally the only ones on the road. So, and I just want to get the frig home, to be honest. I'm so done being in the car. Yes, could I get an extra large double, please?
Extra large double?
Yep.
Anything else?
That'll be all.
Okay, please come up to 47.
Thank you. Yeah, he's like, so exactly how fast are you going to be driving today, hon? I was like, oh. All right, then. Took it down to 110. Okay. How's that? Get her for you? Would you like me to pull over and you can drive? Because that'd be cool. We'll get home a lot faster my way. He was right. I was going too fast. Hi, I'm well. How are you today? Awesome. You too. All right. We got the coffee, kids. Now we can go to the stupid store. I swear to God, I live at this fucking place. What in the hell are you riding? Some kind of three-wheeled vehicle. Okie dokie. Yeah. So it was just a long day on Saturday, and then of course we got to my house, and I mean, there's nowhere for anyone to be, right? Because my brother kind of exists in the living room, right? The pullout is forever pulled out. And then, you know, my kids are kind of upstairs, and I just sort of chill in the dining room. If I want to be alone, then I have my laptop up in my room. I'll watch something up in my room. But the last thing I need to be doing is getting into bed at any point other than going to sleep, because that'll be me done. And we just can't be doing that. So, you know, it was good to see Big Daddy. I'm glad he was able to come down. Everybody enjoyed dinner. They said the lamb chops were very, very good, which I was very excited for because I've never cooked lamb before. But it turns out it's not that different from doing pork chops. So, but it was just awkward. Like, nobody was comfortable. Big Daddy and I ended up sitting in my dining room trying to watch Prime on my computer, and I gave him my computer chair because it's more comfortable than sitting in the dining room chair for the length of a movie. You know what I mean? Like, it was just not a comfortable gathering. But it was fine. I mean, and I did not sleep well Saturday. Listen, Saturday was a friggin' shit show from beginning to end. We went to bed probably around 11:30, 12 o'clock, right? I don't know what time it was. I got up, I had to go to the bathroom, and that's mistake number one. But I can't lay there and ignore my bladder. So, again, the bladder of a 2-year-old, okay? And I'd had a Fresca and tequila before I went to bed, so I had to go. So that was fine. Got up, did my thing, went back into bed, and of course, Big Big Daddy was snoring. I could not get back to sleep. I laid there. And listen, dude, move your ass, you fucking twat knocker. Fucking jaywalk, he's just do. You ain't gonna make it to 80 there, my friend. Oh, it's probably 80, but fucking hell. Stupid people. Anyways, usually what I do in that situation is, rather than tossing and turning and laying there and getting angry about it, is I just go downstairs and I sleep on the couch. I don't have a couch to go sleep on. So I went downstairs and sat in my computer chair, put my feet up on my desk. I brought my Baby Yoda body pillow down and I cuddled up in my blanket I have down there, and I used my baby pillow as like an airplane blanket, so it went across my shoulders and the back of my neck, so that I was trying to avoid a stiff neck situation in the morning. And my brother's down there talking on the phone. He was talking on the phone for like a solid hour or so, I would say, before we even went to bed. At this point now, it's like 4:30 in the morning. He's still talking on the phone. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This is so good. He was on the phone for probably another 10 minutes. And then he got off the phone. Then he put on some fucking, I don't know, like a hockey thing or whatever the hell that was for a minute. And then my arm fell from its position. I lost feeling in my arm and it fell from, right? And made a noise. And I guess, I'm assuming he heard that, realized I was there and turned it either down or off. Regardless, I kind of snoozed a little bit down there and then lost feeling in my legs. And went to a seated position, right? Put my legs down. No, I started off with my legs down. I ended up putting them up. Because I lost feeling in my legs when they were down. And then I lost feeling in my legs again when they were up. And I was like, oh, fuck. By that point, the sun was up. It was, I don't know, like 5 or 6 in the morning. I went back up to my room and I couldn't hear Big Daddy snoring anymore. And I was like, okay, so we're getting to the point where he's just about ready to get up, right? Because that's generally, he'll stop snoring. And he's not quite up yet, but he's not quite asleep either, right? Fucking hell. I get into bed and I get myself comfy cozy. Doesn't fucking start up again. I tell you, I almost lost my mind. And then he wakes up and he's like, hey, what you doing? I was like, I'm trying to sleep. Shush. Shush. No talkie. We're not having none of that right now. Bud. Oh my God. I could have cried. I was so tired. You park like an absolute twat. And you know what? I don't. So if you have somebody who's supposed to be getting in the passenger side, that's gonna be too fucking bad because I am in the middle of my parking spot. You are over too far. So there. Okay. I'm gonna run into the superstore here. I will be back thusly. Okay, I'm back. Oh, let me tell you, it was a lot less busy in there today than it was on Saturday. Holy freaking moly. We're just gonna back out slowly. Okay, that guy's not behind me anymore. I'm right behind the cart return, and the guy was there grabbing the carts, so We don't want to run some guy over trying to do his job, you know? Okay. So, what was I talking about before? Saturday. So, yeah, Sunday morning was rough, to say the least. I think once Big Daddy finally got up, like, I slept until like friggin' noon. I just no fucks given, bro. You know how to turn my computer on, like, go do you. Watch something on your phone, I don't fucking care. I had to sleep. I had a headache all day Saturday. I also had a knot in my neck and shoulder area. I'm here to tell you it's not any better today. I still have a headache. We're on day 3. But I caught up more or less on my sleep, which is all I really care about. My. And then I guess by about 2:30, it was like, you know, I went and had a shower and everything. I was like, okay, we're gonna start getting Big Daddy home, right? I still had to make dinner for my kids, like, you know, I had to tidy up a little bit from Saturday night because I got bored while we were watching movies and I ended up baking cookies. Yeah, so and that was at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So I had to clean that up. And little did I realize that my brother had decided to go for a little walkie poo without telling anybody. And he was parked behind me. I was livid, like livid. I thought maybe he was sitting in his car talking on the phone because he does that sometimes. Privacy, I guess. Whatever. And then I looked outside. I said, no, he's not in the car. I said, well, maybe he went over to my buddy's. So I phoned my buddy, which, you know, I was kind of like, I really don't want to because I didn't want to turn into a conversation. Like, I really had to get going. Like, I was really pressed for time, right? It was going to be at least 4 o'clock by the time I got home as it was, right? I phoned my buddy. No, my brother wasn't over there. He's like, but I'll call him. I was like, okay, well, I've tried to call him like 3 or 4 times. He's not answering his phone. Plus, I texted him twice. He's not answering texts. Like, if he answers you and not me, I'm going to be livid. I don't know what the fuck this guy is doing in front of me, but we're done with that shit. So I don't know, I waited a little bit and then I called. I said to Big Daddy, like, you know what? Okay, how about you just maneuver the car around my brother, over my grass, which I hate doing. I can't do it. I can't go in reverse like that. It makes me so nauseous. I hate it. The most I can do is back up to park, and that I have to do very, very slowly. The backwards motion makes me so nauseous. So, we'll go straight. So, we're getting ready to do that. Then my buddy calls me back and says he got a hold of my brother. He was on his way home from a walk. In between that, I'd already spoke to my brother who said he was on his way home. He'd gone for a walk. And I was like, you know what? He's like, I'll be home in 5 minutes. I said, in 5 minutes, we're going to be gone. Like, it's fine. Like, fucking... The level of selfishness. I mean, listen. I understand as an adult, you don't want to be telling people where you're doing, like where you're going and what you're doing all the time. However, you're not the only one in the house. You're also not the only one in the car. And it's not a double driveway. So, for fuck's sakes, I need to know what's going on. For many reasons. Right? Like, I need to know so I can let you know what I'm doing with my car. Okay? If I need to go somewhere, God forbid. Right? Also, my filming schedule. Like, I need to know when I can film. And I never know when I can film. Because if I wake up and he's not home, he doesn't leave notes or anything. I have no idea what the frig is going on for the day. Like, it's just so annoying. It is so annoying. And to me, it's very, very selfish. You know, not even giving a thought to what anybody in the house might be doing. Right? It's like when I took Big Daddy home, by the time I got back to my house, I had to stop and gas up and whatever. My brother's car was gone. And I said to both my kids, like, where's your uncle? I don't know. Like, he didn't mention anything to you. And they're like, no. To me, it's a safety thing, right? The people in your home, you should know where the people in your home are. You should know where your people are, right? That way, if anything happens, you can say, well, the last known place that I knew he was going to was here, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? These are the people I believe that he's with. I don't know. That's the mom in me, I guess. I don't fucking know. Because, anyways, I'm home now. So, I also had a change of plan for dinner today. Switching gears. I was going to do mac and cheese. I made a whole shit ton of cheese sauce on Saturday. Way too friggin' much. And I thought, oh, it's fine. I'm going to make mac and cheese Sunday. Forgetting the stores were closed. I had no macaroni. So now I'm thinking I'm going to end up tossing out the majority of this cheese sauce. Because I got the idea in the grocery store just now I got some popcorn chicken. I bought some chicken gravy. I also did get the macaroni and everything else that I was there to get. But my impulse buy was the chicken, the popcorn chicken, and the chicken gravy. Because I have kind of decided we are going to do chicken bowls tonight. You know, with the, like the KFC chicken bowls. We're going to do that tonight. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. And I'm going to have it too. Because I love the KFC chicken bowls. And I think these are going to be so much good. Anyways, this is going to be a long video, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it'll be an average video. You know, 15, 20 minutes would be good. I think we're there. Anyways, I'm going to get back to my editing. Anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you get a chance to get out and enjoy this gorgeous weather if you have it today. Because it is so friggin' nice. But yeah, take care of yourself and we'll talk later.